thanks for tuning in to another video. We are headed to the track to race all weekend. It is Friday right now, and then we also got a race tomorrow on Saturday. We're gonna go grab the race cars and head straight out to the track. Let's not waste any more time, we'll get right into it. Today is a club race, so we got the whole team out there meeting, and then tomorrow's a different event altogether. We'll see you guys out there. We just made it out to the track. We still have the mufflers on from last week when we were running street trucks, so we're gonna crawl under the car real quick, get the mufflers off, then we'll go hit the tech line. Brandon, Family Racing. I had a 045 light, 148, 160 foot. I turned the trans brake button back up from last weekend since the track is not ice cold like it was last weekend, so the truck's hooking good. And we ended up with a 1091 at 120 mile an hour. We should get one more test hit before first round of eliminations, but I'm happy with it. So I had to stop and wait. They picked up the Allen wrenches, I got pulled around to the water box, and then I guess I was lined up wrong, so they backed me up, scooched me over, backed me up. Finally got to my pass, and I was just lined up barely out of the groove, so it spun a little bit. We had a 152, 260 foot. I'll have to just make sure I'm in the groove next time, but I had a 004 light, and the truck ran a 1093 at 120. Now let's go straight to eliminations.
Let's go drag racing.
Round number one, let's go. I thought I let off enough, but I just gave that one away. I had a 009 light. I let off at the end. I dialed a 1091, ran a 1090, or I dialed a 1094, ran a 1091, and he didn't have a good light and ran way over his dial. That's just a bonehead move right there. that's it. We're done for the day. We had one of our racers break their car actually, so I donated my daily driver.
John Harris.
Sweet ride this is. He's got a Nova that runs in super pro. Running their drivers. 1640.
Dang it. Even though the drag truck's out and the daily driver's out, unfortunately, my brother and the Cheese Buff went ahead and made it to the finals. Here's a video of that.
For Black Sheep Racing, the final of the evening.
Day number 2 out at Firebird. Today we are racing street truck and also alumni. So we're double entered today. We do have to be mufflered up for street truck, so we're gonna go throw the mufflers on the truck. My brother won last night and the Cheese Puff, so that's awesome. We're gonna go get the cars warmed up and I'll see you guys the first test pass. Is done. We had a 027 light, which I'm pretty happy with, and then we had a 151 60 foot. The truck must have cracked the tires a little bit, and then we ran a 1099 at 119. We're about to be called up for our first test pass in our other class, so we're gonna hurry up, get fueled up, and hop back in the lanes. We had a 017 light, 150 60 foot. Truck ran a 1098 at 119. Should get 1 or 2 more test passes before we head straight into the first round. On that one, with 020 red, we did have a 149 60 foot, so the truck hooked really nice, and then we ran 1101 at 119. I'm gonna skip my last test pass, just cool the truck off, and then we'll be headed to the first round.
Round number 1 of street truck.
Got the win, round 1 of street truck. I just got lucky on that one. I dialed an 1103. As soon as I let off the trans brake button, the tires just blazed, so I knew I was spinning really bad, and I had to stay in it all the way to try to catch up. And luckily, she just broke out. She went faster than she dialed, so they just called Alumni 1, which is our second class. We're gonna throw some gas in it real quick, and we're headed right back up to the line.
Coordination, Dan Davis.
Down in Alumni, I dialed an 1103 and ran an 1103 at an 027 light and a 151 60 foot. Basically, once we got out there, he still wasn't catching up, so I started grabbing the brake and backed up, and we ended up getting it. It was a really close race. He dialed a 1070 and ran a 1071. Super close race, but we're on to round number 2. This is round number 2 for street truck, and we actually got the bye, so we get a test pass, and we're moving on to the next round. Straight back into the lanes for round number 2 of Alumni. For my street truck pass we just did, I dialed an 1103. The truck spun a little bit. I ended up running an 1105, but that's all good. Had an 062 light. I was a little bit late on the tree. The truck I lined up a little bit weird, so it kind of shot me right as soon as I let go of the button. No big deal. We're on to the next round of street truck. We're on to round 2 of Alumni. Let's see what we can make happen.
Round number 2 of Alumni.
I spun again. We had a little bit of a wait. They backed us up. They were having trouble with the board, so it took a little bit longer. Had to do a second burnout. I dialed an 1106. Had an 058 light. The truck 157 60 foot, so it really spun. And then I ran an 1111 at 119. I ran it out the back because I felt it spin. Knew I couldn't catch up. Lucky for me, she just broke out. So we're on to the next round. Straight back into the lanes after winning street truck. I dialed an 1107, had a 018 light. The truck hooked good, 151 60 foot, and I ended up breaking out at an 1105. He just broke out a little bit worse. So we took the win in street truck. We're right back again in Alumni. Truck's hot, ain't got no gas in it, all the above, but we're gonna keep on trying, chugging along. Alumni, we're still in street truck. Good thing I lost, I guess, because I'm already out of down on the truck in a couple passes. Yeah, it was hard to beat. He had a trip zip light. He had a 000 light, ran a 1052 on a 1051. So it wasn't much I could do. I was ahead of him. I started to back up and I broke out. So not much we could do about that one. Let's try to get the truck cooled a little bit and we'll be headed to street truck. I think there's only a round or 2 left. Almost had it in the final. That last pass there, you could see I caught up to him and I started letting off, and I let off just barely too much. At the very end, he passed me by 0.001 second, 1,000th of a second. I let off too much and just let him right by me, just enough for me to lose and him to win, which cards didn't fall my way that time. I don't know how many times I've been on the other side where I've luckily just won by that much, but it just wasn't my day. The truck was running awesome though. I was doing good on my lights, so I'm really happy with that. That's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you for all the support. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Shoot me some suggestions. We're always changing things up. I wanna hear what you guys think. We got plenty more racing content on the way. Take it easy and we'll catch you on the next one.